But I can't remember the name of the island. Yes.
Okay.
You asked me the question.
Okay. So, what about the story you were telling at the restaurant last night about my grandma and Uncle Barry and my mom evacuating on the train to Scotland?
Yes.
Is that right? Do you remember that?
I do, yes. They got on a train and went right up in Scotland near Glasgow. Sorry. And then they went over from the mainland in a boat to a little island. And there was not many houses and not many people lived on this island. I don't know how long they were there for though, I can't remember. Because, we were in Macclesfield then. But I know Aunt Mary didn't like it. She said there was no sign of any war. It was quite peaceful, but it was too away, there was hard getting food, I think, as well. So she didn't stay there very long. So she got on the train and came back. So she went back to Hull because Cleric was working in Hull with my granddad.
Oh, okay.
And Mary's dad. And so he
Even
stayed in
though
Hull.
Hull was being bombed.
Right.
She chose to go back.
Yeah, but he stayed in. So they came on the train and came down to Macclesfield and joined us again.
Why did they go to Scotland? Who was there? Was there somebody there, or they just knew it was safe?
I think she thought because it was safe with having two little children, she didn't want them to be evacuated like we were. She wanted them to be safe, but she thought that would be safe, which it probably would have been. But
And families just opened their
we didn't know, you see, in the wartime, because there was like some of the islands were taken over by, the Germans. So I think she got a bit worried, thinking it was a bit too
remote.
Desolate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So she decided. I think she probably was lonely anyway.
Right.
It was probably too lonely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Back to Marie's questions now. Were there English soldiers there before Americans got there?
No.
No.
Not that I know of. I don't think so.
She said, did both countries have soldiers there working together? Were there English and American soldiers at the base together, or no?
Well, there might have been a few, but no, not that I saw.
Okay. I don't know. What date did the Yank soldiers first come there? I don't know. Would you know when the American soldiers first came, what year that was?
No. I don't really know.
Okay, we'll Google that, Marie.
I don't know much about the army side of it. But,
let's see. Was Dad there with the first bunch that came from the States?
Yeah, I think he was. Yes, yeah.
Did you all move from Hull to Macclesfield or from Brid?
From Hull. We didn't live here at all then.
So how did everybody end up in Bridlington?
We went all from where we were evacuated back to Hull, and then we were evacuated straight to Macclesfield.
Okay, but then after Macclesfield, at what point did you come to Bridlington?
Oh yes, we came straight here then after Macclesfield.
Okay.
I think my mum wanted to come back. She was a bit, homesick for the sea, but she wouldn't go back to Hull, and she chose Bridlington. She came on the train to Bridlington on her own, and to see if she could suss it out and see if she could find somewhere. And she found, well, on the train she met two ladies, elderly sisters, and she got chatting to them, and they told her their story. She told them her story, and they said, "Oh, we've got a house. You can live in that house."
Oh my
gosh! It was a very small house, but she said, "You're welcome to it." And so we all moved. She sent for us. She went to look at the house, which was tiny, but it was beautiful. We just moved. So she sent for it. We all packed our bags and came to Bridlington.
Wow.
And we lived in that house for about 2 years, I think.
Is that house still here?
Oh, yes,
you know where it is? And
yeah,
okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
Yes, I think, yeah.
Marie's saying, "Oh, can you run by and get video of it while you're there?"
Yeah.
Okay. I hope Marie laughs when she looks at all these videos, hopefully.
That's
Okay.
where we lived when Marie came to have... Oh, Joan came, sorry, I've got it wrong way round. Joan came to have Marie. We were living in that house, so she came and moved in with us till she had the baby.
Okay. And that was the Avenue Hospital that we went by. I took a
Yes.
picture of. That's where Marie was born, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
It's now apartment.
It's now apartments.
So we haven't maybe got to that question. So
Yeah.
I'm jumping ahead on that.
That's okay. No, because your stories are
And I
great.
just remember
That's-
we were still in that little house then.
yeah. And if you think of something, just go ahead and talk about it. That's okay.
All right.
Because that's great.
Yeah.
Those are the best
too.
stories. Yeah.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yes, I will. Remember things.
Oh, so she's asking what year was that everyone moved to Brid? Do you remember what year that would have been?
What?
When you moved from Macclesfield to Brid,
Yes.
what year was that? Do you remember?
I think it was just before the end of the war, so it would be 45, I think. Yes, because Marie was born, wasn't she, 45?
Okay.
45.
Yes, yeah, so it would be,
Around then. Okay.
yes, would be very beginning of 45 or maybe 44.
Okay.
Things had quietened down.
Before Marie was born,
Speak up.
do you remember any details about Mom and Dad's wedding? Were they on rations?
Yes, for
When
a
they
long
got
time
married?
after the war, everything was rationed.
Yeah.
All our food, we had coupons for everything, and clothes. We couldn't buy clothes. We had to have we had to have a coupon to go and buy it. We were only allowed to buy certain clothes as well as shoes and everything to go, and coats. We weren't able to buy anything then.
Yeah.
Especially, food was rationed for quite a long time after the war. It must have been, was it 47 or 48? Yeah, we still had ration books. Yeah, even I think till 49. With
Yeah.
ration book, food rations.
Wow.
Yes. That's what else we did.
Wow.
What about Joan and Sam's wedding? Do you remember Joan and Sam when they got married? What their wedding was like?
Beautiful. Yes, it was. I was bridesmaid.
Yeah.
And Margaret. And so our dad, did your dad give her away? Was it Eric?
Oh, that rings the bell.
Uncle Eric, I think, gave
Yes.
her away.
I think,
Oh.
yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
And because I had some of the soldiers from the base
Were
standing
groomsmen.
in for your dad.
Oh.
Too.
For Sam.
And then the church was beautiful, really. It was really lovely. It was quite a young priest. And I remember the steps up to it. And it was a lovely service. It had the scene and everything. It was really lovely. And afterwards we went to, I presume it was a pub.
Oh.
In those days there was lots of pubs open with and they had little rooms for the people who had parties. And we were lucky really because of course with food and everything the Americans provided.
Oh.
So they had a lovely cake and everything. So they got everything together. I don't know how they did it.
Oh.
Because all our clothes and everything, bridesmaids, and never mind the bride. So, they managed to
Yeah.
beg, borrow or steal.
Yeah.
They had a lot of them made. People would make things in those days. I think there was a lady she might have made Joan's dress in those days, and I think our dresses were made from silk as well, they were very lovely. And then we had this great party afterwards, and they'd get, there was a special room in the social, like party room, and all these boys that could play the guitars and the piano. They had a piano in there, and we had loads of music, and also I remember it being, like I said, Ecclestone's, the Gladys and Elsie's brother. They were all there, of course. But the brother was playing his guitar though with the Americans. I remember that.
Oh.
Yeah, it was.
That's
it was
good.
lovely.
Okay.
Very nice.
What year was Mary and Eric married, and how long were they in Hull before they joined you?
They were married in 1937.
Okay. And then
What was
She's-
that? Now, what year?
when
1937.
They were married. Oh yes, it would be. I was bridesmaids for that wedding too.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I would be, because I would be.
And what about Emmy and Chris? Do you
I was bridesmaids for them too, but I don't remember. I think they got married after marrying Eric.
Yeah. Okay. Where was Rob Reed during the war? Robert Reed? That was the brother, right? Where was he during the war?
Well, he did come to live in Mansfield. But I don't know what he did. I don't know how long he was. I don't remember. I do know he came to us before they found a house in Mansfield. It was him and what would you call it, Auntie and Nellie.
Nellie? Okay, that was Maurice says when was he married the first time? Was that her or Nellie?
No, that was his second marriage.
Nellie was second.
Oh, okay.
He was married, and he had was five
I think
children.
5.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Would
ma'am.
he have been a carpenter, a woodworker?
Oh yes. Oh
Okay.
yes. He was
We
so
had some of
gifted.
this.
He could make anything. He used to make especially replicas, like little tiny furniture. Really like tiny doll's
I have a
furniture. But
crucifix
beautiful,
they
all
made.
made of oak and everything. Yeah, he was really gifted in that way. He was, yes.
And where was he in order of age with the sisters? What does everybody know who was in order?
He was younger than my mum, so I'm not sure how old was he. Younger
Ethel,
than-
Mary, maybe Jackie, Rob, and Emmy. Emmy was the youngest.
Oh, okay.
Ethel the oldest,
Yes.
then my mom, then Rob.
Yes. Yes, I thought he was younger than my mum,
And what happened to Jackie?
but
He-
I don't remember much.
He died
Young?
young.
Or
He died
okay.
very young,
Okay.
his 20s.
Oh, okay. Okay. Did Rob Reed meet Sam Genola? Did Robert meet Sam?
I don't know. I don't think he did.
Okay.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Now she's asking a tough one. How many kids did he have, and names and wives' names?
Oh,
I'm not sure we know that, Marie.
no.
Will that be on the family history?
I don't know. Is that on the family history there?
Actually, you know who would know that would be
Tina. Or
Reed, that I would like.
Trying to
Oh,
think
Peter
about
Reed.
that.
Peter would know that.
okay.
They didn't live.
Rob is Peter's father.
Okay. Oh, okay. So
Right.
now Marie asks, what was the date of birth and the order of birth of Rob, the boy that died? And the boy that died, Jackie, which we just talked about.
I can find.
So
that
we
out.
just did the birth
Yes,
order.
I
So we did that. Okay. I mean, she's asking for the dates of birth.
No.
Okay. Because I don't. Is that on the family tree that
It
the
could
Red
be.
Friends did? Okay, so we have that, Marie. Did Emmy have a twin that was stillborn?
I've never heard of that.
No.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
I've never heard of that.
No.
No. Okay.
No, I don't think so.
Oh my
Correct.
goodness.
No, I don't think so.
But Emmy
Okay.
may claim.
Were you and Margaret single when your mom came over for the first time with John? How old was John when he came with your mom to the States for the first time? Do you remember when that was?
Well, we were evacuated.
No. No, I think it was when Joan and Sam were in the U.S. and your mom took John to the U.S.
Into
It go-
America.
Yeah, going to America.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you
Yeah.
were still in this country.
Do you remember when that was?
John
Well,
was
John
about
was
10,
how old was he? 10 or 11?
10 or 11.
I
Okay.
think he was probably, 10,
Okay.
And
So
were
we're-
you
10,
married?
10 or 11 John would be.
Were you married by then, or were you still single? Were you and Margaret still
I was
single?
married, yes.
You were. Okay.
Yeah, I think I was.
Okay. What year did Emmy and Chris's kids, Chris and Pauline, come from England? Who took care of them when they were in England and the parents went to Canada?
Chris
and Pauline.
Chris's mum and sister
Oh, okay. And
in Hull.
in Hull.
They lived
okay.
in Hull,
Okay.
and they took care of them till they was sent over to the States, and they went over on their own too. They travelled. They were put on a ship and sent to
By themselves.
escorted, but nobody with them, but they were looked after like
They had someone that looked
care.
after.
And how old were they at the time?
They were little.
I'll have to think about it. I'm not sure. They weren't very old.
Yeah.
I mean, Pauline can't have been very old.
Wow. Okay.
Was she?
Um,
Let me think.
same question for Barry and Josie, but you came with Grandma and Papa, so
In 47.
yeah. What year did they
So-
come? 1947. And who did they stay with till they left England?
Oh.
Who did Mary and Eric stay with before they went to America?
They had their own home.
They
Well,
did.
they had their
Yeah.
own house in
Okay.
Hull.
In Hull. Okay.
Yes, and then when they sold that, when they were ready to move, they bought a house in Bridlington just before they were going away. They got
Okay.
a house here, but because they were organising to go to the States, they decided to immigrate.
Right. Okay.
So they lived in Brid for a little while, but I don't know how long it would be.
Okay.
Probably months.
What was the age difference in order of birth between Chris, Barry, and John? I don't know. We can probably figure that out.
Barry
Yeah.
was the eldest. Barry, Christopher,
And then John.
and John.
Oh, okay.
Not much difference in age.
No, there was not much different. Maybe hardly 2 years, I don't think, and so would there really be? Maybe.
That will
Okay.
be on the.
Yeah, we can get their birth dates. Okay.
Yes.
What year were you and Margaret married? What year did you get married?
I'm trying to think. I don't know when I married in 1949. Margaret, she was. Let me think. About 3 years after me? I think.
How did you meet Jack?
It was a blind date.
Oh, really?
Tell us about it. Was it love at first sight?
Yes.
Oh.
Well, yeah, yes, I think it was really. I think it was especially for Jack because I didn't know he'd already seen me. He said, I've seen you before. I saw you. Used to see you at the spa when you used to go dancing. I said, well, you never asked me to dance. He said, I thought you would say no.
Aww.
And I'd like to ask you if too sharp. But we met through Auntie Emmy actually, because she used to be worked in a pub and one of the bars in Brid while she was waiting for her pass to go to Canada, and then in the meantime. Jack was very friendly with the RAF. They used to have a house down the road here on the corner, and all the air sea rescue they were called. They used to go out to sea, and rescue, especially planes if they came down. And these were all RAF, and Jack because he only lived down the road from them, and he got really friendly with them. So this particular one, they called him Mac. He got friendly with him. And they used to pop down to the George and meet and chat to Emmy. And he was saying to Emmy that, Jack didn't have a girlfriend, would like to find somebody nice for him. And I hadn't never met Mac. And Emmy said, I know the very person I know. So they cooked it up between them, did Mac. He got Jack and to go into there that night. But he told him somebody was going to turn up, and then MTME got me to go. And I said, well, I'm not going in a pub on my own. She said to me, come down to George. And I said, I don't go in pubs on my own. I'm not going downtown. So Max said, I'll go. I'll go down. I'll walk her up to the side. So he came and picked me up on this date. And then, of course, when I went into the pub, Jack was stood at the bar.
Aww.
And that's how we met. So they introduced us, and I always remember Jack went as red as a beetroot. He blushed. I used to tease him about that sometimes.
How long did you date before you got married?
Oh, well, not very long, because we got married the same year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very good.
Okay.
Love at first
Yeah.
sight.
It was because, I didn't waste any time, did we?
Right.
Yeah. So I think we just knew, didn't we, that we wanted to be together.
Yeah.
It was very hard as well in those days to have anywhere to live and that sort of thing,
Okay.
Very
Why
nice.
do we work very long before we got, a little house of our own?